A month on from our last update, and the Valheim devs have come back with another little update for us, which I think you'll appreciate. Now, we've been given 2 new photos, and I think it's hinting at a little more than what at least was my understanding of what Hearth and Home was going to be. Originally, it was suggested that Hearth and Home would focus on improving the home, with a focus on food and farming specifically. Well, we know this from the previous images, but these new images suggest that the update could be larger than what we expect, delving into additional home-related items. But let's delve into it. First off, they talk about how they're returning back from holiday, and they've returned with 3 new members to the team as well: a programmer, an animator, and also a quality manager. But with that out the way, let's check out these images. Both images are of the same treasure room, and as you can see, we've been introduced to a few new additions, stacks of gold as well as piles of gold. Now, this could be what was hinted at in the very first Hearth and Home sneak peek preview, and I've got to say I like the idea of building a dragon's lair full of gold, similar to that which we saw in The Hobbit. But aside from that, we also have a treasure chest as well, and looking at the treasure chests, both seem to be filled with 3 rubies in the exact same positions. Now, this is slightly disappointing for me because I'd really like to be able to place the treasure in as I want it, rather than having something that looks exactly the same as another item, just to make it more visually interesting. But still, they're going to look great in my own treasure room. I do wonder why we have so much gold being focused on at the moment. Are they looking at bringing something else in, or are they giving us this option for stacked and heaped gold because they know there's nothing to use it on at the moment? Once you've bought the bare essential items, there really is no reason for it. But we'll see what they have in store. You'll also note in the second image we have iron grates. Now, this actually looks awesome and partners perfectly with the iron gates that we had previously. I'm just left considering whether it's actually possible to capture a dragon inside them, because that would make the most epic of treasure lairs. And this will also work perfectly well for a dungeon I have in mind, to go with a gladiator style arena attached to it. Now, this was just 3 extra additions, and this is a little sneak preview, but I am left wanting more. But the question is, when will we see this update? Lots of people are already dying to get their hands on it and getting frustrated that we haven't got it yet. Well, I'm going to place my money on mid-September, the 2nd or 3rd week. They currently update us once a month on Hearth and Home, which would leave the next update at the end of August. And I feel that they would at least hype up the actual release of the update a little prior to releasing it. So I'd say possibly a few weeks later we'd have that release. So that's why I'm thinking mid-September. One thing I would say though is, if possible, I'd love to see them get this out before New World's release at the end of August, as I fear New World will draw a lot of the players' attention. Now, this little sneak preview certainly salivates my glands, but I've got to say I'm most looking forward to the new build mechanics and potentially the addition to farming. But how about you? What are you most looking forward to seeing when this update drops? Anyway, guys, it is just a short update. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to our amazing supporters, most notably our Solar Eclipse patrons, The Calamity and Cerebral Tag, as well as our Lunar Eclipse patrons, Dixie Chris and James Irwin, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is Jonah Dent. Anyway, guys, until next time, as always, ciao for now.